World Affairs, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin Changeling Edition. The main hall of Tintagil's castle is open now to the air. Many lights stream in through the stained glass windows, throwing cascading colours of shapes onto the ground, whereas before they had been bricked up, a monument to his sadness and solitude, now a bastion of light and happiness. You know what? Because it's a party. Music will be playing, and the music will be playing. There, the people who have shown up for this little celebration. There will be food. There will be wine, and there will be a buffet of food. Let's make it a little party. Um, Standing, looking very official, with his robes of office, his gleaming golden sheathplate, and his circlet um, emblazoned upon his head. Tintagel will stand with his hands clasped behind his back, his sword hanging loosely from his belt as he looks out over the crowd, before he will call the assembly to silence by raising his hand. He will say, "Service means many things. Service can be the noble troll knight who bleeds on the battlefield, or service can be the faithful Bogan who's enough to feed his family. Both of these services are valuable, and both have their time and their place. However, certain services need to be acknowledged, need to be exalted and lauded. That's why we gather here today." He will gesture his hands as the great double doors at the end of the great hall creak open, revealing a crib. However, Crib wishes to be dressed on his special day.
Crib wearing has shaped his mane to reveal his house colors, the green and silver of House Darwan. Also, the black, red, and gold ducal stands at the end of the behind the open doors. He will almost sheepishly stand to attention as he is handing something off to a Womblebot. Stand to attention and bow his head towards Tintagel.
Tintagel will extend both of his hands and gesture for you to make the long walk through the Great Hall. As you do so, it will be indicated that people should stand back to clear you a path, so you walk between the great kind of flow of people.
As he steps around his feet and dragging behind his hair cloak, flowers bloom in his passage, slightly more so than they did before.
He will, as you approach, Tintagel will say, "Sir Crib, you have proven yourself just, loyal, and true. You have tended to the sick in a time of crisis and lended them aid and succor when many others would turn away and close their doors. You have never asked for any reward. There is no more chivalrous action than an individual willing to go to such lengths for others. It has not gone unnoticed." He will say, "In this place, behold, and before these people, I ask you, Crib ap Darwan, if you feel as though you are ready to take up the mantle of one who must shepherd others, see to the dispensation of their justice, See to the mirth of their homes. See to the merriment of their hearts, and see to the benefices of your Lord.
He will bow his head, and then he will bow at the waist, extending his arms. I have looked out for not just those who are close to me, but those who are part of the kingdom. I open my doors to all, and all are welcome and safe. Justice shall be kind, even and soft.
Do you swear as you take up this mantle that the enemies of our noble King Bran ap Gwydion shall become your enemies, that in times of war you will muster to the aid of the king and to the crown, to serve your liege lord, as they will in turn serve theirs in the king's name?
I swear my position. And I swear my loyalty to the line.
He will turn and he will unfurl a great document. It's really tiny, tiny, tiny writing. And he will say, "Then by the powers and the decrees vested in me by the dreaming, I take you once again into my service, this time as an anointed baron of the realm, to be given what succor as he may, to provide justice to those who require it, and to safeguard the realm against those who would threaten it. I present to you this, your I present to you this contract of your ennoblement. Let it forever be known throughout the halls of the mighty and the hearths of the lesser, that you, Crib ap Darwan, are named Baron of the Realm, in service to Count Tintagel Flickerflame ap Dougal, from now until the world should fall."
He will bow his head further, just kind of like waiting for the ceremonial tap tap.
I actually have to ask Kim a question. If she's still, yeah, she is there. Kim,
What?
does these, because you know how barons, counts, etc., we get a circlet? Is the circlet formed by the dreaming, or do we have it made?
Well, it's formed by the dreaming now.
There we go. Canon. In that case, what would you like Crib Circular to look like in that case, Austin?
It is a mix of a crown of thorns, blooming daisies, and oak leaves.
Cool. In that case, it will form in Tintagel's hands as he places it upon your head, thus signifying the bond and solidifying the oath. Arise, Baron. Arise and be welcome.
Crib will stand, will erect himself, rather, not stand is not the right word. He will erect himself, and then he will turn to face the gathered crowd.
The slew on the crowd will clap.
Yes, there's much applause.
Tintagel will put his hand on Crib's shoulder as he looks out over the over the throng, as it were, nodding approvingly.
The fucking Wumblebots start beating each other up in celebration.
Okay. 271 gets
Just to
back on
point
the
out
shoulder.
they clearly do this. They clearly do this tactically because Tintagel can never see them fight.
So it's like you have here's Wumblebot. We're gonna call him Wumblebot Fucko, and then we got Wumblebot Idiot. Yeah. And so they were like sitting side by side, you know, doing their own little thing, and they were like, yeah, so woo. And then Idiot over here got a little too close, bumped into Fucko. Fucko was like, hey. And so now one of Wumblebot Fucko has taken Idiot and is just kind of like
Kind of like
just like
that.
that, spinning him around
Marvelous.
and around, just like spinning him. And eventually he lets go. And Idiot is thrown, and Fucko is
Did you just
Saying-
throw your pen on the ground?
That's perfect.
it's over there. It'll be fine. But then
Fantastic.
Idiot ran into Wumblebot Doofus, right? And so Doofus looks over to Fucko, and Fucko is like, "What you gonna fucking do?" So now Doofus and Fucko are going at it, and Idiot over here is not too happy that he was thrown, so now he's getting into the mix. So you got the three Wumblebots right now just going at it, beating each other up. I feel like a kid playing with Barbie.
It's the best thing ever.
But they're all fighting right now. Like they're just, you know, going at it and like all over the place. But every single damn time, no matter how bad it is, as soon as Tintagel turns around, they're suddenly whoop. And when he
Bambi
turns,
is just staring, eyes enormous, like, why?
I ask you guys a favor because it would ruin the joke. Never tell Tintagel they do this. Just never tell him.
She's not saying anything. Just
Oh,
just looking
absolutely
at them.
not.
and
Like,
as soon as
why?
and as soon as he turns around, they'll start fighting again. And more Wumblebots are getting into it as like everyone's just fighting. Oh, there goes my scissors. As everyone just start fighting. But he just kind of glances back, like somehow they all just bloop, and then right back, and then bloop. They just keep doing it. It doesn't happen when his wife turns around. They just keep fighting when his wife turns around because his wife's like, I already know y'all fucking idiots. I programmed that into y'all. But
It's
only
marvelous.
casual. Where am I? There we go. Yeah. Put all this shit down now.
This is the best visual aid I've ever seen in any
I
scene.
mean,
What is the giant purple thing in real life? Because I have no fucking idea what it is.
Okay, so this was an Easter gift, because my boss did an Easter thing, so it held candy in it, because it's just a giant egg with a little floof on top. See? It's an egg. And it had candy in it, but I'm a fat kid, so I ate it.
Kim, you're not fat, you're fluffy. We've discussed this.
Do I need to do like I did to Miss Nikki when she tried to tell me the same thing and fucking wave my my fucking double chin in your direction?
Kim, why aren't you being told by Miss Nikki anymore? I was living life vicariously through your Miss Nikki stories.
Baron,
burning.
you can hassle him after. Baroning. Wumblebots, though. Fucking just Bambi looking hurt and betrayed. Keeps a tight hold on 271. 571. I don't even know. It's in my blue booking. That guy.
Yeah,
He's staying up here.
Mhm. He does not look like he wants to get over with the other Wumblebots at all. He's just like, you know, I'm good over here. She's nice and comfortable. Y'all fucking crazy. peace, my dudes.
Perfect.
Well, that is marvelous.
So yes, welcome to the actual nobility, Crib.
And also,
Honorary
I would like to
Womblebot.
change my seeming at this point to Grump, since he's been heading that way for a while.
Doesn't something weird happen when your people go to change their seeming, though?
No, that's only after we die banal death.
This one again, banality. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when we gain banality.
Banality, banality.
I remember Kim's fucking Gilly doing a wheelchair. It was just the angriest thing ever with a fucking hellhound.
And is 526? 528. Is he still Lord of the Kitrina?
Yes.
Okay. And I will have a note delivered to him. Your sponsor is now a baron. And just be like, here are some parts I found in the market. Better
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. So you're just sending a letter, right?
Yes, just a little. It's just a little tube, wax sealed on both ends, filled with some sprockets, cogs, a piston, maybe parts of a taser, and a camera, and the flash bulb from an old disposable camera.
Okay.
Oh god.
So when does he send these?
He'll send these after he has been tapped and the circlet has been formed, and just be like, I got you, fam. I love you.
Okay. The Womblebot champion of the Katrina is there currently. He's, a foot taller, 2 feet tall, another foot taller than the rest of the Womblebots, and he's just in the back, like, the whole time, just
Damn heroic Womblebot.
stoic in the back. It's like, that's my dude. That's my dude.
I love him so much. With all of my heart, I love him so much.
And then when the other Womblebots start fighting, of course he jumps into it too and kicks their asses.
Oh no.
Oh, you have no idea.
They'd be trying so hard to like pluck up barely alive Womblebots. Like, please no. Please. Gonna end up with a mob of these things.
They just keep coming because they're like, oh shit, dude, it's a fight. They're like, clear cons. They're like, bruh.
My god,
Ends up
like a
holding
frat
like
house.
3, trying to keep them from punching each other while they can barely move. Like, no, you're fucked up enough. Stop it.
Tintagel will, as they walk down into the kind of the crowd of guests, he'll say to Crib, when such time as Duke Lianon formally presents me with my county, I will be more than happy to give you the fair distribution of land to form your own bounty.
You will know. And from there, the seed shall be planted, the tree shall rise, and the kingdom shall grow.
Yes. As I said, I as yet do not know where it is that the county will be located, but I have no doubt that they'll decide to put us right on the border with Ulster, because right on the border with Ulster.
Of course. It makes the most sense.
Indeed. He will casually stop as he sees the Slua, and he will offer a slight inclination of his head.
The Slua takes out the top hat, does a very deep bow, takes a bottle of whiskey from the from the always handy pouch he has and shakes it in front of the count, tilting the head to one side.
So, you're not a butler, you're just a drunk.
A very social one, my lord. Care,
He'll kind
care
of
to
have, he'll kind of half look at Crib and he'll say,
The
What are your
Lord of,
thoughts?
the Lord of Shadows has an extensive skill set that should be observed.
In what manner, Baron?
Oh my count. Certain things are too trivial to discuss in public. Wink.
He'll nod and he will say, Indeed. He will put his hands behind his back and he'll say, Consider, though, as he looks the slewer up and down, you will have need to build your own household now.
And this Lua is just catching this, and he goes like, "Oh," and bows to Baron Crib deeply, not so deeply as to the count, but deeply, and then shakes the bottle of whiskey. Care to partake, my lord? Brings out 3 little glasses.
He'll just reach for the bottle.
He will give the bottle away.
He'll throw some back.
Oh boy.
Formality in gifts goes only so far. And he will just hand the bottle over towards Count Tintagel. And he will look back at the Scylla. There are
He
things
approved.
that are meant to be celebrated, and there are
Yes.
things that are meant to be savored. This is a celebration, correct?
Yes.
Then we celebrate.
You get from the Zulu a very, very whispered, "Yay! Celebration! Woo!"
And the Count will casually hold his hands behind his back as he will say, Indeed. As I've said, if you are indeed of use. Vete, that was your name, yes?
Yes, my lord. So kind of you to remember it.
We will have need of useful people. After all, if we are indeed to be given land on the frontier, it is always helpful to have enterprising individuals.
He nods and he just adds, "I will do anything to make myself useful or available to the crown." Groveling hard for the knighthood. And then he will proceed to be a drunk and start drinking.
As you do.
As you do, as you do. And Crib will smile and kind of look around and... Is that a deer?
It is a deer. She has gotten to the point where she is taking cue from when the Womblebots suddenly stand at attention and plays innocent until they launch on each other again, at which point she's trying desperately to pluck out the losers before they are dispatched and torn apart, because that just fucking shatters her little heart. So she's just trying so hard. And every time they stand at attention, she suddenly stands up like, what?
Like it's pretty great. Like if their arms get ripped off and there's parts flying all over the place, like somehow every time when he turns around, all the parts are miraculously cleaned up and like arms are still just arms are literally just being held on in place until he turns back around, in which case they take their own freaking destroyed arm, and they just start beating other Womblebots with it.
Tintadgel's gonna walk over to the Womblebots as they like stand to attention, and he just looks down at them and he goes, "Shouldn't you all be serving drinks? Why are you standing over here?"
They
Oh,
just
sorry, Your Excellency. I must have distracted them. Sidle. Like, bleh.
Well, don't just stand there. Back to serving drinks, please. Kim.
one of them they just nod like. 'Cause their voice modulator was like ripped out, so they're just like,
Got you, bro.
He was going to turn around and go back to his guests as they proceed to murder fuck each other again.
yeah, drinks are not served.
Oh,
Welcome to Tintagel Castle, where nothing ever goes right.
so speaking of Tintagels Castle and things that never go right,
Oh god.
Oh dear.
I need to check on the guest in the right room.
Which one?
The dragon with the crooked spine.
Oh, they left.
They left.
Hang on.
Oh, nobody told me that.
Yeah, they they were healed up to completion a while ago. They paid off their debt to
Motherfucking
Tintagel.
dragon saved you from a life of motherfucking torture, tied to a motherfucking furnace, and they answer a motherfucking question, and they think it's a motherfucking debt clean. I fucking fight them.
You can fight them.
Okay,
They
never
would
mind.
If you would like to at some point mention that you're looking for dragons.
No, it's just...
Yeah.
Huh. This room had a bigger guest when I was here last. And a big do not fucking enter sign. Huh. Well then.
Tintagel house is pretty cray.
Well, not enter that way.
You can meet the ghast that lives in the dungeon as well.
Yes. But the guest is a lovely individual who will get tea later.
Ray, I'm sure they enjoy tea.
But he will return back to the group. He will smile at the Womblebots, and he will over at the deer goat.
Yep. Bambi and 571 at least are making their escape because this is getting too rowdy even for her. She tried. It eventually like glances up and it's like, oh, blink. Oh, congratulations. You're like squint like I should know this.
And he just kind of waits, just for a moment.
What she's dying inside. You can see it happening slowly because she obviously doesn't know. It's like, please.
Which title for Baron are we using?
I would just be using Baron or my lord.
Oh, is it my lord? Thank God.
Yep. Lord.
My lord. Mhm.
Ah, yes, my lord. Awkward back of the head rub.
Are you having fun? Are you having a good time?
There's like the sus glance back at the Womblebots, who will not stop when she's looking. God damn it. They just keep going. It's very comfortable, my lord. It's very much like a second home. Glancing around.
That's marvelous. I'm glad to hear it.
Awkward smile.
And he'll just smile. Please enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the levity, the party and celebrations that ensue.
Of course.
Tintagel at this point is going to hold out his hand to Pepper, and he's going to say, Would you care to dance, Miss O'Reilly?
I'm not as well versed in ballroom, but sure. Broad smile. She actually brightens up just a touch. And yeah, we'll take the offered hand.
Ooh. Watch, she completely schools around the dance floor now.
I mean, it's possible. We'll find out. See how she do.
Let's see. What kind of dance would be what something fast, I think. Bambi seems like she would like fast dancing.
I mean, it is up to you.
I think some kind of fast, maybe some kind of fast imperial waltz. Because, at the end of the day, it's a she party.
I mean, she
Them
got a good
she and
pool.
their fancy dances.
Not a good score, but a good pool.
Oh dear, did you just fail?
Yep.
Oh dear. Kim,
What?
when I last had to dance with Tintagel, you ruled that I could roll athletics. It would just be at a higher diff. Is that still the case, or do you actually want me to roll performance? She's disappearing.
You roll performance. You either dance or you don't.
Okay. Okay.
She's
Okay.
slowly reinflating.
I don't mind.
So
Dance. Dance like you never danced before.
yeah, that's
'Cause
Yeah.
you're a maniac.
performance.
You're a maniac on the floor.
That's yeah.
So roll performance.
If you have a special scene dancing, if you don't, I think it's like a -30 or like a +3 difficulty or something to do it if you're.
Like,
Yeah.
at least if I remember right, you just don't get the performance dots and you still get the untrained penalty. But
I think that's
No.
apt.
I don't need the Moto family thing. I need.
why, computer? Why do you betray me?
Right?
You know what? Because I need to salvage at least some of this, I'm going to spend a willpower.
You bastard.
What a loser.
And he gets 3 successes if it's a +1 diff.
Easy.
Unless you have performance dance.
He doesn't.
Ripperoni, pepperoni.
The
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh no.
So, I mean, hey, you get 3 successes. I got none. Congrats.
So how do you want to? How do we want to do this narratively then, Katie?
Probably, I imagine something. I guess it wouldn't be her stumbling because she should be incredibly sure-footed. She just obviously is not familiar with this dance, and so she's not being smooth about it. And D'Angelo is making a concerted effort, I'm sure, to kind of play it off and make her look better. Maybe make himself look better by comparison. But yeah, it's obvious that she is fumbling because this is not what she normally dances. Go figure. Party girls waltzing. I mean, you got what you asked for.
When the dance ends, Tintagel will still politely bow, and he will kiss her on the hand, and he will thank her for the dance.
She will be pink-cheeked because that was terrible, and she knows it. But she will nonetheless give a polite, curtsy gesture in reply, and look thoroughly embarrassed.
He will smile and he will say, "You once said that you enjoyed dancing, Miss Pepper. I do hope that I will be able to see you dance in your element one day."
Oh. Like the ears kind of fold, like, oh. I don't know that you would like very much being in the places where I dance.
Why is that?
Where do you dance?
Duh.
That's a literal deer in headlights moment, kids. if you've never
Yeah,
seen
that's
one.
pretty much what happened. She like glances over, realizes he's right there, and is like, "Oh." Aw. Yeah, she just kind of like, huh. Oh, just they're very informal. Tiny lean back.
They're both kind of looking at you like, ooh.
They're kind of squints at Tintagel for a whole second. I just like there's the glance over to Vete like, save me!
Yeah. He's sliding his way through her, and I was like, "Oh, Miss Pepper, so good to Milady Pepper," and he bows. So good to see you. Would you join me for a drink? A tiny one, a sweet one, a drink, tiny drink.
Does he still have like
And
an
he extends
alcoholic
the
beverage
hand.
in hand?
Nope, he
Oh,
has
God.
already put it on the satchel, and he's pointing to somewhere on the back of the room.
she
Because etiquette
tries
free, he knows that you're in a
she
bunch of-
tries so hard to take the out, tries so hard to escape so politely.
He extends the long fingered hand.
Show them the arm because that's so God. Those fingers though.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll look the arm and see if she can just ever so politely escape this entire line of questioning.
And he, slowly removes you.
Master Vete, you will say,
Yes.
raising a
And he
finger.
goes like, "Yes, my lord, did you call? You summon me?"
Yes, we were having a conversation with this young lady. Please do not steal her away.
And he just goes, face frozen, and goes like, very well, my lord.
I feel like she just gets the little look that says I tried.
And yeah. She gets the Zua look of, sorry, but I'm not, no, I don't have rank enough for this yet.
Crib is going to look over towards Tintagel. Speaking of dancing, this music is. Where's the conductor?
He'll say, denoting a. Fuck it, let's say it's a stater.
Sounds right.
Indeed. If you would pardon me for just a moment.
By all means. So much,
And
Miss
he
Pepper.
will
Oh, sorry,
go
continue.
over. He will work his way over to the conductor for a few moments. Kind of
So, Miss
AFK while he
Pepper,
gets to do
where
this.
is it that I could go to see you dance?
Usually in the autumn world, Your Excellency.
Maybe I shall bring the court to watch you dance.
I don't think that would be tactically sound, Your Excellency.
But why? You are effortlessly lovely, and I'm led to understand rather skilled. Why would we not enjoy watching you dance? For the record, Katie, you can P&E him if you want. He's completely oblivious.
Oh God, I was really hoping he was just fucking with her.
Yeah,
Oh.
I will totally peony him.
I will
because-
totally throw the
fuck
peony
it.
just to make it legit.
Watch as I roll my whitey 1 dice.
And I'm going to be rolling at difficulty 5 because Lua.
Is that the slew ability they can perk up?
Every roll involving perception is a -1.
Well, I get 1 success.
Oh, and this is a perception, hearing-based perception empathy thingy?
I mean, it's not hearing based; it's just perception empathy.
Okay, then.
I see your shit.
God damn it, woman. I still get 1 success. Fuck it. I don't know anything.
Defender
That's-
wins, so wow.
That's okay. I got 4.
Yeah, no, he is completely oblivious.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
God.
doesn't. He's like, he's actually thinking of how to get Pepper out of this.
She's like, she started like just this faint little flush of pink. She turns a little pinker. It actually starts showing up on her ears. Oh, it's not that I don't think you would enjoy the dancing, Your Excellency. Just maybe not the surroundings.
I see. He will clap his hands for silence.
Oh God.
Blink.
I'm really sorry.
Her eyes go enormous. Like what?
Ladies and gentlemen, Madame de Monsieur, one moment, please. Pray, a moment's attention. Thank you. He'll extend his hand at Pepper and he'll say, "This young lady, Lady O'Reilly, yes. I'm led to understand she's an extraordinary talent when it comes to dance. Perhaps with a little encouragement from my lords, my ladies,
Oh God.
she may give us a brief exhibition of her skills."
I'm gonna roll willpower
To not run away like a frightened deer.
to literally not run away like a frightened deer.
Once again, if it helps, he thinks he's doing something really nice for you.
Oh God, I'm trying to remember what her willpower's even at right now. Oh, where's my running tally? Why?
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh God. You know what? Say it's about here. Oh, that is very lucky. She
One success.
barely holds her shit together. She is
that one though. That one nearly was a sorry.
Yep. I will invite
Oh, Nelly.
peonies. From
What,
those
that
who
thing-
can peony.
I was gonna say what that
Sky.
thing I can't do.
Yeah,
I will peony because I'm an asshole.
feel free. Do the thing.
I don't get shit.
Oh, Ale.
I'm literally looking the other way.
So Crib will walk back.
Would Crib like to peony?
Would he like to peony? Sure.
He would like to go pee pee.
God damn it, Ale. Ruftaba.
Roughed of it, you say.
Ah. Four successes.
Your tagline. Okay. Let's just go on out on a limb here and say that Crib has seen many, many wonderful things in his time as a guardian of the forest, a god of the forest. And if there is nothing he has seen many, many times over, it is definitely a prey animal caught in stark terror and kind of frozen solid. That's about where Bambi is right now. She has not fled the room, but she looks like she's about to literally collapse. She is kind of wide-eyed. The legs are very stiff. The ears have flicked to just that perfect angle. She is mortified. Not like insulted, just very, very afraid all of a sudden as the entire room's attention is pulled onto her.
If it helps, kid, there will be a polite round of applause.
That does not, in fact, that might be a source of the issue.
One quick question, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Does Bambi looks like she's in need of help?
I mean, she has just frozen as he calls the room to quiet and, pleads to the surroundings of the court for this polite round of applause to encourage her. She just stops and just it's. I mean, you failed the peonies, so I guess you won't get it. But there's at least that little edge of why you hurt me like this, bro. But it is probably most clear Like, Crib just pins right onto it. Maybe it's because she's so deer-like. I don't know. But it is just abundantly clear to him that she is about one quick move startling short of literally fleeing the room. And I'll say in Yosef's case, maybe, oh, she looks like she's a little on edge. She must have a little stage fright. No,
Yeah,
like
so-
it doesn't look like a big deal to him since he failed.
Okay.
me.
So,
He'll go like, go Pepper, from the back and kind of expecting, encourage her in Slua.
all I
It's
can see,
Slua.
all I can imagine is your Slua with like the droopy dog pennant going, "Go Pepper, go Pepper," just waving a little pennant back and forth.
If
Basically,
it helps, I would personally worship Droopy the dog as if he was my own true religious leader.
if there is any other Slua on the room, he will, go see up to them, the Slua, and go like, the two of them will go like, go Pepper, go Pepper. You are being double Slua.
This is
Double Slua.
crippled smile, and he will walk back to the group, looking over towards the count. I've spoken with the conductor. Lord Tintagel was a celebration for my kind is a little different, but I believe you will appreciate the reference.
I have no doubt. I was merely informing the members gathered here that it would be delightful, don't you agree, to see Lady Bambi dance? She said that we would be unhappy with the surroundings in which she danced in the Grey World, so what better an opportunity than here? Surely.
He nods. And he will look over to the conductor and just kind of nod his head as the light, celebratory, fanciful music that is normally associated with
Fuck it, I will do it anyways.
she
No, let him finish.
celebrations turns into an energetic drum circle. The occasional cymbal and some harp in the background, but lots of bass.
Well, this is going on, and it's kind of seeing not Pepper moving. The Slua will approach the count and will go like, my count, proposition to give Lady Pepper a little bit of time to prepare her moves, if you allow, of course.
That's an excellent idea.
You see,
He will look at Pepper. He'll raise a hand to silence the Slua, and he'll say, "What is a reasonable amount of time for you to prepare, Miss Pepper, or Sir Lady Pepper?" He always uses titles. If I ever mix it up, he always uses titles.
Yeah, just assume. For what it's worth, the drums kind of, and I imagine since Crib got the really good bit on her, like the drums startle her out of it a little bit. Like it surprises her. It also is right up her alley, so it seems to kind of startle her out of it, and some of that high quality tension fades off just a little bit. And she'll end up looking between the Slua and the she, and kind of goes, just, you know what, just give me just a moment, and I should be okay. And
For the record, I will put out, Tintagel is smiling, and once again, he actually thinks he's doing you a favor.
he does, bless his heart.
And Crib is just going to smile and extend his hands extend one hand towards Vandy. Dance with
Oh.
me.
Okay. And yeah, she'll loosen up just a little. She'll take the hand that's offered.
And then in the background, you can hear the satyr conductor. Right foot, let's stomp.
What? Really?
Yes.
She dies of shock. That's it. New character. Done. Just looks at Crib like, what?
And he stomps his foot into the ground, and there is an explosion of flora.
Oh. She's not even mad. I mean, she probably does it just on autopilot. She's heard this song a million times, but what?
Surprise, surprise. Crib loves the cha-cha slide.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, no, but it's all to tribal drum circle and drum and bass.
You know what? She's gonna throw a little flavor on it, and I'm gonna. I really shouldn't, but I want to spend a willpower. But I really shouldn't.
Do it.
Dude, how? Okay, one question.
Hmm?
How fucking amazing do we want to make this?
I guess I'm spending a willpower.
Let me just check one of my cantrips.
I'm also checking one of my cantrips.
Oh God. Let's also actually, you know what? I will spend the willpower, if even just thematically, because it's taking some willpower for her to shake off the tension. Because why would you take the orchid and put her in the middle of a room and a lot of attention when she's already uncomfortable? Why would you do this? Shakes the shit.
Didn't know.
I will let y'all roll whatever weird arts and shit you're doing first, and then she will start dancing.
No, it's important. Describe how you're dancing.
I mean, she's going to hit the keys to the song, but it's definitely going to be more drum circle-y, more tribal-y. It's like folk dance encompasses a large number of things, including like belly dance or like Celtic dance. So she's definitely getting more thematic with it. Let's face it, there's going to be a lot more hip. There will probably be a lot more clopping of the hooves against the floor to set a rhythm to the tune of the drums.
Austin, you replace the last 3 of your dice in your counter roll with nightmare dice for an extra -1 diff, can you?
You can. Okay, so you can replace 3 non-nightmare dice with not nightmare dice for a -1 difficulty to any cantrip roll. If you do not have 3 non-nightmare dice, you cannot exercise this option. Let's hit one dice.
So, and it's only if the dice comes up as a 10 that you generate nightmare, yes?
Correct.
All right.
That's how the nightmare snowball gets going.
All right. Gonna spend a willpower. Those ones, though. Yep, it's still enough to complete the cantrip. All right. So as Bambi and Crib dance, you guys will see behind as Tintagel moves his hand. Oh, just to make sure I didn't get any night. I didn't. Tintagel will move his hand behind you, or will move his hand, and behind you guys, you will see forming from nowhere 2 really large, basically that take up to the height of the room, smoky figures that basically mirror all of your movements and look like you. Neuromancy 4.
And what is Vete doing a thing?
I'm
Yes.
a Lua, so I must add creepy things into people.
Why you gotta be this way?
Because I'm a Slua. Let me be woman.
No.
So what he's doing, he is, I think with Fate 2, I can affect Bambi.
Yes.
Yep.
So he will go into a quiet spot, well, where he can still see her dancing and moving, and he will just concentrate, and he will murmur into his Lua deep, creepy voice of nightmares. Autumn's the time. In autumn, everything is tired and ready to die. And he will roll 3d10 at difficulty 7, I believe. Oh, and sorry, 6, because he will extract from his satchel the stem of a rose with all of the thorns, and he will just munch on it. He will just put it all on his mouth, and he
Ooh,
will.
swanky.
I imagine that if nothing else, all the words and actions is enough for -2, and then it's -1 for being in the dreaming.
Oh, then I'm doing at -5. At minus, sorry,
That's 3.
8, 7, 6,
Your base is
Yeah.
8.
5 of them.
So diff 5.
One success, more than enough to activate it.
That is enough.
Bambi's shadow will grow, will transform into an imponent shadow of herself, the horns more pointy, the shadow deeper, more black, inky blackness coming from her. Basically, if you want to run, you have well, less difficulty. You have -1 on intimidation, so that you will look impressive, but a little bit.
So now her shadow is a bigger, blacker shadow that's kind of gnarled into a more fearsome shape.
Yeah,
But is also dancing because she's
Yeah.
dancing.
of
But
course.
it's mimicking your movements.
Oh god. Fuck it. I'm
It
still gonna do
helps
this
from the
roll.
perspective of everyone else. That looks fucking impressive as balls. From all the magic that's been thrown on, you look cool as fuck.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
no.
hoping the dice favor me
Absolutely.
this time.
You are cool as fuck right now.
The dice favored me. That is 6 successes.
Oh, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly.
Apparently all she needed was familiar music. And
On
some really
what?
creepy encouragement. So that is a 6 success dance. Which, if she's getting 6 successes, lucky you motherfuckers. Guess what's gonna activate if she's actually having fun?
Oh,
Her magical
oh no.
penis.
Oh no, oh yes. Oh yes, oh no. Oh no, yes, oh no.
Let me
yes, no,
just
yes.
let me just put this here for y'all to see what you have wrought. As especially God help me, can I
Oh,
assume that
no.
the satyr will catch on to her finally like hitting her stride?
Yes, no,
Yes.
yes.
Which means that he probably begins to spin this into a proper full like drum circle slamming beating. And yeah, especially as the music sways from like the joking kind of rendition of that particular song, like the drums start taking off, she actually gets really fucking into it. And you can tell like she's glancing down at her feet, she's pulling all sorts of nonsense just to get the little hoof clicks and clacks at just such a tempo, at just such a rhythm. And yeah, as she cuts loose, it's so that she's a party girl. There's a lot of hip motion. There's a lot of yeah.
Lots
It
of
gets
drum,
a little lurid because that is how she do.
lots
It
of
gets
drum
a little
with
what?
more drum, some bass.
Lewd.
Oh, God.
So yeah, congratulations.
Oh,
I was really
God.
hoping you would at least, you know what? You at least failed. I was hoping you would botch. It would have been glorious.
To be fair,
Come, willpower, don't fail me. Oh, good thing I have 2, 4,
Every-
6 willpower.
Everybody roll your willpower. If you want to. Stares at Crib.
It's difficulty standard?
Difficulty 8.
You motherfucker.
Oh boy.
I fail. I'm going dancing.
Is
that's not the only thing you're doing.
that's the thing is you indulge in whatever you would indulge in, whether it's dancing or whatever madness you would get up to
Oh.
if you didn't have self-restraint.
Okay, basically,
So I've
you see
switched the goal
from probably a group of either commoners, no, low-ranking nobles, whatever, dueling on the back. You see Vete, anyone who's like not reveling and partying like a bitch, sees Vete just bring out his rapier and just jump in the middle and start fencing with 2 at the time, like nah, nah, nah.
Let me
No.
succeed, let me succeed, let me succeed. Because this is gonna be bad. Let me succeed.
He's going to air. Oh boy! Oh, thank God I'm away from the sheep.
That doesn't matter. I have a bunch of scene.
You motherfucker.
Don't do it.
Yes, let's fight. I mean, no.
Oh my lord, this is so great. So, oh my lord. So, the Slua is fighting. Ha, with a ha, and a ya, and a hoo ya. And what is Tintagel doing?
That is a good question. What is Tintagel doing?
I have to ask.
Touching himself. I assure you he's touching himself.
No, see, Tintagel actually has a merit, which means he wouldn't and he can't do anything amorous like that.
Oh.
He has the true love merit, so he would never betray his love like that.
No,
But,
it's just
He's
his
touching her. He's touching her.
Shh. Let him do his thing.
Tintagel will seem to breathe in the air, at which point he is, because I sense the scene may wind down shortly after this. He walks, this is as unrestrained as Tintagel gets, bear in mind. He walks to the top of the dais, where his throne is, where his wife is standing, and he places a hand on her cheek, moves her hair back from her face, brings her down low, and kind of, you know, in the dramatic arch, and kisses her in front of the entire crowd. And that is really as unhinged as Tintagel gets, because he doesn't do public displays of affection.
Aww.
And now for you, Treebeard.
So, Treebeard reveling in his moment, in this moment, in his moment, where his glory is reflected, his sacrifice is revered, where his worship is finally given.
May I put an artful bit in and say that if Crib is not especially moving, she's probably dancing around him because drum circle dancing isn't very still. This is probably very reminiscent of exactly what he expects.
Out of the ground. Hoity-toity-toy. One moment.
Hoity-toity-to.
Da-da-da-da-da.
We will never push a safe here. Ever again.
He just extends his hand and jams a sharp fingernail into his body, into his palm, and lets blood drip around him. That will be his bunk. Do. As he makes his throne of leaves and thorns for him to sit.
Ow.
Dance of the Five Kings. So I'm just going to give myself a -1 plus shenanigans. So he gets a really ornate throne of brambles and thorns and roots that rise up underneath him and lift him in this godlike manner, that and the roots spread and they bloom, revering him as his local god self.
Holy shit, yeah. You okay, tell me
So
something.
I will let you guys make a perception graymare on him to try and figure out his legacy.
Okay, 4.
Difficulty?
Standard.
I'm going out on a 5 then.
So 6. Standard.
Holy
Okay,
crap.
2 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's creative, if it's expecting creative count, 6. If not, 4.
Probably not. So 4. So you all will recognize he is unseelie.
Oh.
His unseelie legacy is savage.
Okay.
And Tentagel realizes, no, really, this is a god of the forest.
He's going to start calling you Princess Mononoke after this.
I can accept this.
How high is the throne of Crib?
Probably his feet are at the height of the highest troll, so
Okay, because
or at
you,
the head of the highest troll.
because you treat him so well in the past and you accepted him as the staff of nightmares, you see as this giant and magnificent but really unsettling and unnerving throne rises up and creates out of the dreaming itself. From the base, Crib can feel a small vibration as you see one of the duelists that were fighting with Vete being thrown against the throne, as Vete just jumps at the feet of the new acknowledged Baron. Does him like the flourish that swordsmen do to present to attention to his superiors.
Mm-hmm.
He will get one of those, and Vete will start dueling with one of the troll duelists he has, and the she at the back, one and one, just to present itself to Crib. He can look at the stare of madness on Vete's face, of pure exalted adrenaline, You think that if the Slua could scream, he would.
If he could scream, he would scream, but he can't scream, so he won't scream.
Indeed.
Yeah, Bambi gonna keep. I mean, she'll stay out of the way of the duelists. She'll flit around them, but she will continue to use the base of this extremely high throne as essentially a prop, like a pillar, to dance around. And yeah, she will keep going. And considering that she's probably got the other satyr going at this point, and they've got the band going, it's gonna go on like this for a while.
Oh yeah, no, we've hit Snowball Land.
I think with that in mind, kids, I will end the scene.
Fair.
Tachel's going to have some cleaning up to do tomorrow.
Yep.
So
Players to play. I'm also going to find satyrs all over my house again.
Yep.
So one thing that everybody can remember before this goes away is the entire hall, the walls are going to sprout very briefly and then fade into the chimeric ether. Roots, roses, vines, thorns, ivy, and leaves.
Beautiful.
Mage Venue, you have been out-paganized.
I mean, Morgan will fight you for those words.
Fight me.
Okay, done now.